Hi guys, just want to check that you guys can hear me clearly. Eddie, long time no see.
Hey Nick, I can hear you okay. How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. How are you doing?
I'm good. Driving, but I'm gonna be listening to you guys.
Awesome, cool. We'll be sharing some screens, so drive safe. You can watch the video later on.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, let me share my screen and then we can kick it off.
Okay, bro.
All right. Okay, there's going, and I'm already recording. It's cool. Yeah, as I mentioned, like we just launched 3 days back on 21st, and we have been working non-stop in the background. Me and Golden Monkey, he is the marketing specialist, and yeah, just wanted to cover a few things before we go to the reveal. Okay, just making sure it's recording. Yeah, it's recording. Cool. Yeah, for people who are joining in new, the core of our project is to bring awareness against scams and rug pulls, and also help people to stop getting scammed. It's not just about awareness, but it's about actively taking part and actively preventing scams, that thereby helping people like saving their investments and money. That's what we are building, and that's what we stand for. That being said, I want to give a brief introduction about how we started. I'm a regular investor. Even Golden Monkey is a regular investor, like each one of you. And we got sick and tired of getting rug. Like it totally sucks. I think you can relate to that. Like when you enter a Telegram chat and you see so much hype happening, and then they post the contract address, and people are so hyped up that they don't even think, including myself, I'm not pointing fingers, don't even think, and we just go buy. We don't see the contract, we don't see if liquidity is locked, we don't see whether the devs have a past, have they scammed in the past, nothing. We just buy emotionally, and then a few minutes after it dumps, and you lost your money and you're rugged, and you have nowhere to go and complain because you made the call to buy, right? Including myself, when I made the call to buy, and I'm like, man, I should have thought a little bit. I should have digged a little bit more before buying it. But then we are humans and things happen, and that's how we get rugged. And I was feeling really helpless. Like, what can we do about this? Like, if you look at the, I can just show you guys. This is okay. Let it load. So if you look at DEX tools, I think everyone is familiar with DEX tools. This is where we see coins, we buy, we sell, everything happens here. We look at charts, days, hours long. That's how crypto is rolling currently. So that's our token. Just a minute. Anyway, what I wanted to show you is this. When you go to live new pairs, this is where new coins are getting posted, right? Every time a new coin comes. So there was one launched 52 minutes ago. There was one that was launched 56 minutes ago, 57. So this is like non-stop, like 24/7. We sleep, but they say crypto never sleeps. But what is really sickening is when you sort it by pool variation, you can see how many projects robbed or ran away with people's money. 3 hours back, one rug, 3.5 hours back, one rug, 5 hours back, 6 hours back, 9 hours back. It's non-stop. I don't know the real ratios, but I can roughly guess like more than 90% of the projects, they are not there after a week. They're gone. So the real question is this how you want to roll in crypto, buy into projects and then losing sleep thinking whether they're going to rug behind when I am sleeping? Is my investment safe? I'm putting all my money in there, but the dev sounds reasonable, but I never know. I got rugged too many times. So much fear, right? Including myself, there's so much fear. And That's the reason I decided to start this project with Golden Monkey. Like, let's do something about these guys. Like, let's not just be silent witness saying like, yeah, I got rugged, it sucks. Everyone gets rugged, it's totally fine. Let's go to the next project and try to make the money back. That's the tag. Like, I heard it so many times, makes me tired. Like, people say, yeah, you lost in that project. Come buy. This is the next 100x. You can make all your money back, and rest assured, it happens in a week or even a day. You lose that as well. That's sadly the current state of things, and we want to change that, or at least attempt to change that. Start a movement. Like, we can do things better. We can make things better for ourselves. Like, basically, we are humans, right? We are using crypto as a technology. We don't have to go behind how it needs to be done, but we can start away and say, show people like this is how it has to be done. And we can have our own ethics in play. Like, we won't rug you, we won't scam you, we will be honest with each other. Like, basic human things. That's the foundation of our project, and so far the team has been. I really hope the community will agree with me when I say that we have been transparent with you guys. Let us know in the chat if that's true, or if you have any issues with our transparency, please let us know. We will try to improve on that as well. We have been trying to our best to be transparent, especially when something goes wrong. We try to be upfront. Like yesterday, I forgot to set the sell tax to back to 14%, and someone brought it to my notice. I really forgot about it, because when you run a project, you realize like there are so many things you need to take care of, and tend to forget, and that's what happened. And I was not at home, and it took me 6 hours to get back. I made sure I posted a couple of announcements, made sure everyone is like, tried my best to make sure everyone is aware of what's happening. Like, don't panic. I'm here, I'm not going anywhere, the team is not going anywhere, we are working all the time behind the background. And that being said, we want to change it. So you want to change it, you are at the right place. And if some of your friends got rugged in a Telegram group and you guys are chatting, man, this dev ran away, we don't know what to do, you know what to do. Come and join Shartans. If not, you don't get the money back, at least you will stop losing money. And we are working on getting the money back. That's coming down the line. I don't want to go into that because that's still a gray area, but we are definitely thinking on those lines as well, just so you know. But I want to set a couple of things straight first regarding to expectations. This is how we do things in Shartan, and this might sound surprising or even shocking to some of you guys. Even the past me, this would have been shocking, because that's the norm in crypto, right? When you enter a Telegram, it's unimaginable to see less than 1,000 messages. Like, all of them are just rubbish, like hype, buy, FOMO, all these kind of things. And after a week, they're just crickets. There's no one in there, and when you go and ask, they say the dev ran away, the project worked, or the dev is sleeping, or the dev has corona, whatever. Like, I had all these stories. We don't want to do that, because if we are doing the same thing, we are no different from them. Because people don't see the reality behind. Like, it's sad to say that, but I want to put the truth straight in front of you. It might be hard, it might be strict, you might not like it, but this is what it is. At least that's my opinion. You might build your own opinion depending on what you listen here and what you see in other communities. It's totally up to you, but this is what I have observed. Projects that create fake hype, and they really pump, they go 100x, it's fine, and after a week they're gone, because it's humanly impossible to sustain hype, because we just have 24 hours, and the people who are running are not machines. They have to sleep, they get tired, and they get fed up. I'm not saying every dev who rugged because he got fed up. There are some really bad ones out there, but I'm pretty much sure some of the projects decided to rug because they couldn't keep up the hype. They couldn't keep up the expectation. They raised their bar so high that they couldn't meet it. And they had a shopping list of roadmaps and things to do, but they realized like this is unrealistic, and they don't want to come up front to the community and say, sorry, we promised you too much, we couldn't deliver. Instead, they decide to rug. We don't want to do that, because I have seen that happen so many times. And people messaged me last couple of days. The reason I'm talking about this is because So many people who bought in messaged me saying, why is the Telegram dead? Why is there no conversation? Why are there no buys? Why is no one talking? Like, that's what you're exposed to, but you forget the other end of the story. You got robbed. And that's why we are not doing that. It's not difficult to create fake hype, like hire a couple of mods, hype man, hitman, whatever you call them, and deploy them in Telegram. Go buy, dump. We can do that. It's not difficult, but that's not good for the community and that's not good for the project. And I want to be honest with you guys, that's why we are not doing that. And if you check our website, we don't have a shopping list for roadmap. We have already delivered on what we said. Like, we have launched, we have white paper, you can see the white paper right here, and team doxed on video. If you can see that on our announcements, we doxed on video. And this is one of the battle trainings. We already had 2 more, you can see in the channel. We are working on a tool. I will update you once I have more concrete information on that, and these things coming down the line and more. This is realistic, and we already delivered on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 5 of them we already delivered, and this one is continuous thing. We will keep doing weekly at least once. So thing is, we don't want to promise you more than what we can do, because we know what we can do as humans, and we want to be as realistic as possible with you guys. I hope you can accept that. Devs live in real world. We have to operate, we have to sleep, we have other things to take care of, and we are doing our very best to do for the project and fight against drugs and scams. So it's natural for you to come with expectations. Why is the Telegram dead? I would ask the question again, why are you not talking with anyone else in the Telegram? Why is that someone else has to talk? That's how it is. We don't want to create fake hype. That said, this is how we stop drugs. This is again might be really strange or unheard of in crypto, but let me explain. Like, take a few minutes for you guys to really look at it the way I look at it, so that maybe it can send some light bulbs off for you in your head. What's happening currently is, like, people are going behind influencers, YouTubers, callers. I'm not pointing fingers. They're doing their job. They are humans and they're getting paid. That's a good way to make money. It's easy to make money. I'm not saying it's bad. But what's bad is just blindly buying because someone said, please buy. Or just say, buy this, it's going to pump 100x. How do you know? Do you have the guarantee? Do you know the dev? Do you know what they're developing? Did you even care to ask a few questions like, is the liquidity locked? Is the contract verified? Have you done any projects in the past? What is the sell tax? What is the buy tax? Like, basic questions. And people just go and try to push their transaction through because they don't want to miss the green candle. And that's where the mistakes happen, right? Once you're in, there's no way out. And that's where taking responsibility comes. Even I was in the same place, and it's really hard to understand this, and that's why I'm sharing it with you guys. Like, crypto is not gambling. You're free to gamble, but when you're gambling, you don't have the right to complain later on that I got drugged, because you decided to gamble. But if you want to take proper approach to crypto, it's a great opportunity to make a lot of money, because there are genuinely good coins, good projects with good utility. Projects that are genuine take time to build. Think about it. Even real life, you want to build something useful for the community, or if you want to build a product, it cannot be done overnight. So if there is a coin that is pumping 100x overnight, at least in my opinion, I can say that it's not going to sustain over a long time. So you cannot sleep peaceful on your backs, and we don't want to do that. So ask questions in the Telegram groups. Like, even if it was called by influencer, your mind says buy, just don't do that. Go inside the Telegram group, ask a few questions like, what is the utility, what are you building on? If they're just saying we are meme coin, I'm pretty much sure that that's not enough, because soon people will realize like it's a fake hype, and then they will start dumping. And then what's happening is, people who bought early, they get to dump on people who bought later. It's like you become someone else exit liquidity, as they call in crypto. And I'm pretty much sure you have been in that place enough number of times. But it's difficult to change the way we think, and I will be making sure that I repeat this n number of times, so that we can see what's the reality and how we can change our action. So this is our strategy. Battle training VCs is one of our strategy, educating the community how to approach crypto, what to look for, how to spot scams, how to avoid scams, what kind of questions to ask, what is the dev bullshitting, or is there anything behind it? Like it's not super difficult, like how to find if it's a good project or not. That's what is the goal of our project, and that's what we'll be doing. And as I said before, we have the second front, which is offense. We are building a utility tool that will spot scams, and with the help of the community, potentially, I really hope we can go and raid them before someone buys, so that they launch the coin, but they have no buys and they have to remove the liquidity and they lose. We happen to do that for two projects already. I'm very happy to say that. All that was done manually, but we are building a tool that can automate this and semi-automate. With the help of the community, we can really start changing things in crypto. Not just complaining about rugs, but really stopping rugs. That's what Shartan is about, and we are just getting started. That being said, I want to go through a couple of scams which you can spot less than 5 minutes. That's all it takes. Less than 5 minutes, and you will thank me later for sharing this with you. It's like super easy. And when you see that in a contract, just don't buy it. Like, believe the contract more than any caller, influencer, or the dev himself, because contracts don't lie. They are just numbers and code. And if the code says there is scam in it, just don't touch it. Like, even if 1,000 people are buying, if possible, scream out loud saying like, this is what is happening. Don't buy, and ask the questions to the dev. And more than likely you will get blocked. I have experienced that as well. So first thing first, if the contract is unverified, don't touch that token. Just as simple as that. Go to the Telegram and ask why is it unverified. If they don't give a clear answer, don't buy. There are at least one or two, 5, 10 tokens launching every hour. You're not missing out. Try to think a little bit from a broader perspective. And if the liquidity is not locked, just don't touch. Ask questions again. Ask the dev why is the liquidity not locked. If they don't, I don't see a valid reason for any project to not lock liquidity. If they say some bullshit reason, don't buy. Just watch. So let me show you how to do that. It's not difficult. Let's take our own project as an example. All right, this is Shartan's, and we do have some buys coming in. That's really good. First thing, I go to this link, Dex Tools, and I open the contract, this button, View Contract. Go and click on View Contract. It opens in a new tab. And to check if it is verified or not, it's very easy. You just go and click on the contract. And if you see a green button, that means the contract is verified. If it is no green button, if it just looks like this, for example, no green tick, don't buy. As simple as that. It took 1 minute for me to check that. If there is no green tick, don't buy. And second step is, another way is like, if the liquidity is not locked, do not buy. I will show you later on how to check that. But for now, one way to easily check that is ask the dev if the liquidity is locked or not. If they are not sending a link and they are saying like it's getting locked, being locked, just wait few minutes, then just wait for a few minutes. Then let others buy. Don't care. If the liquidity is not locked, don't buy. Don't FOMO in. And after they have sent a link, it will look something like this. This is our website, and this is our lock liquidity, and it looks something like this. We have locked for 3 months, so that you guys know. As I said, we launched 3 days back, and this is snap liquidity. It was locked in team.finance, and you can see, go to the website and check whether it's true or not. So that's one way of checking. So if someone has not logged, just don't buy. And I want to cover 2 other ways which I see every day, at least 20 to 30 tokens getting launched, and they are rugging just using these 2 techniques. So if you know how to spot these 2 in a project, you will be saved so many times. Like every day, at least, I don't want to say how many numbers because I don't know, but at least 100 tokens are launched that do the same thing, maybe more. remove liquidity and liquidity trainer. So let's look at how to spot this. It again takes maybe 1 or 2 minutes. That's all. If you spend 1 or 2 minutes to do your own research, you will be saving yourself. And if you're in the group and if you have the guts to shout, send a spam message, keep sending messages like don't buy, don't buy, don't buy. Like, I don't care, because you have seen it. Let's not let's save others who don't know how to read these things. So first, let's look at what the simple ones. It's called remove liquidity. So let's go. I already noted down some projects, so I will just walk through that. This launched just today, and it removed. So let's look at that. It's really sad to see these guys. How many projects rug just using the same stupid way to rug, and people don't know how to check, and the devs assume they can rug. But if you know how to check, it just takes 1 minute. That's all it takes. So let's see the same steps. Go to the DEX tools, click on the contract. Click on the contract, it will open in a new tab. Let's close these ones. When you see this, so they have already removed liquidity. Once this is done, you are gone. It's it. That's it. They ran away with your money. There's nothing here. 0 ETH. That means whoever bought, all of them lost the money. Our goal is to find this before they even call this, so that you can decide to not buy before that. A simple way to do that is go to the last page. So when you click on the link, it comes here, then you go to the last page. Just this video is recorded. It will be there in the announcements. It will be there on YouTube, so that you can pause and see how it is done. So go to the last page, scroll down, find the transaction that says add liquidity. So for finding the owner address, so whoever adds liquidity to your project, that is the dev's address. So when you go to the last page, every project will have this, and this is the dev wallet. You click on that. So this is the dev's wallet, and as you can see, he is the one that added liquidity here, and he's the one that removed liquidity, because only he has access to those functions, and he ran away with money. So let's see how much he robbed. Go to the last, go to the last page, click on add liquidity. This is where it is shocking, guys. He added 10 ETH as liquidity, and when you see the remove liquidity, the first page, this is really shocking. He removed 52 ETH. That means he ran away with 42 ETH from people like you and me. Let that sink in. 42 ETH. And this guy launched. Yeah. Green candles. People start FOMOing. They don't even see these basic things. They launched in my time zone, so that's like 12 hours back, and they pull liquidity when 16 hours back. Yeah, so basically in one day that guy was able to run away with 42 ETH. Everyone's hard-earned money is gone. So there's one simple way, 1 minute it takes to spot this. So let me show you how it's done. Let me redo this so that you're not confused. So we click on the view contract, and then in the transfers, go to the last page, and then scroll down, find add liquidity. That's the dev wallet. Click on it, and it will show filtered by token holder. Click on that, so that it shows all transactions of the dev. So we see this is his recent remove liquidity. What we are looking for is, has he removed liquidity in the past? So one way to do that is look at the last transaction. So this is just 17. So you can click on this so that it will show all the transactions, and keep going and see if there is any more remove liquidity. And let's see if there's any more remove liquidity in the past, so that we know he has rubbed in the past. So don't touch his coin. So usually the devs move money for liquidity from his other wallet, right? Before adding liquidity, he moves, in this case, he moved 11 Ether from this wallet. So we want to track this back. So click on this. That's his previous wallet, same guy. And there are 117 transactions. I want to see all of them. We are looking for remove liquidity in his past. So let's see. Ideally, it will be in the last page. So go to the last page. Scroll down. And he hasn't removed any liquidity. But one thing we can see is he has transferred in 40 ETH from his another wallet. So let's go one step back. So devs, what they do is they try to hide their shitty things they do by doing multiple transfers, and we can easily transfer them back, like track it back. So here you see that was his recent remove liquidity. I'm looking for one more. Let's see. All transactions. His previous wallet, same thing, same steps. Previous wallet. There are 120 transactions. And let's see if we can find the remove liquidity. Let's go to the last page. Here he has added 38 ETH and 51 ETH. Same thing. Go to the last and see. 100 transfers. Last page. He has gone one more level. There you go. I think I missed it. Just a minute. Let's see. Let's do this again. I clearly saw that he removed liquidity in his past. There was a pattern. So I just wanted to show you guys. I think I missed it. So let me do that again. So we click on this. It's the same thing, right? Yeah, remove liquidity. Click on this and find the dev wallet and all transactions. Yeah, he transferred in 11 ETH tribal token, and I want to see all transactions. Sorry, all transactions. Okay, let's go one more page. One last page. So here you go. This project is tribal, right? Tribal. And in his previous project, the project name is Kyoko Game Fee, and he rubbed 49 ETH just an hour, 2 hours before when he rubbed us. Here you go. 18 hours back, he has removed liquidity, and then he moved that to this wallet, and then he added liquidity. He moved that to here this wallet from again next step, and then he added liquidity, a new project 17 hours ago. So you can see 18 hours back he rubbed on a Kyoko Game Fee project. 17 hours back he moved the money out to a different wallet, he added liquidity, and 16 hours back he removed 59, 52, 50, 50, 52 ETH here. So once you see this pattern, you can clearly know that even before you check the remove liquidity, you know this guy is going to rug. What I would do is go into the TG Telegram group and just scream like, this guy has rugged in the past, just don't buy this token. And if the dev is really rugging, he will block you or he will close the TG. You have already won. Yeah, that's one project. Sorry, it took a little more time. The second one is liquidity drainer. This also I see so many times these days. So if you know how to spot this, you can save a lot of money. And just last 2 days, I spotted 3 projects that use liquidity drainer. So let's look at the one that launched today. It's called Bigfoot, and it's also same pattern. It's very easy spot. This one is more easier to spot. Same thing. Bigfoot coin. Go to view contract. In this, we need to check the contract itself. So I will show you how to check the contract. Click on the contract, and it has a green tick. That means he has verified, which is good, but it is not good enough. And what we are looking for is whenever there is a liquidity drainer, they generally tend to use a function. It's called lock liquidity. Just a fake name so that it appears like they're really locking liquidity, but they use this name to scam. So I'm going to search. This is the source code of the contract. You don't need to understand any of this. You can see the Telegram, you can see the Twitter. So once you find this is a fake project, you know where to go on screen. Just join this and say like, this guy is gonna run away. From here, I will say, you can search by pressing Ctrl plus F together, Ctrl plus F, and it will show this. And I'm gonna write here lock space liquidity. There you go, lock liquidity. This is the function. Whenever there is a function like this, even if they lock their tokens and even if they renounce ownership, the dev can rug. That's what he did in this project. So if you see a lock liquidity, and if you see like the message sender is tax wallet, and this kind of a function says swap lead for tokens, don't touch it. It's a liquidity drainer. So, and the devs, like, they just use the same functions because people don't look here. And now I showed you how to look here. And if you can look at the contract and just search for this name, and if you see this kind of a pattern, just don't touch it. Go inside the TG and scream. Just don't buy this token. They're definitely going to rug, because there is no other reason for them to keep this code in the contract. This is a backdoor. They just on face they are lying to you and they're running away with your money. Let me prove that for you. Like, just see this pattern. I will show the same pattern. So that was foot and this sleepy ape. Exact same pattern. I will show you. So if you see that pattern, just don't buy. And if you can find the TG, go on screen. Same steps. Go to the view contract. So it's going to open the same page. And that sleepy ape, it's not the same. It's sleepy ape. Same steps. Click on contract. Contract is verified. That's good, but they still run. So you know it's not good enough. And we are looking for lock liquidity. Control plus F for searching, and you type lock liquidity. What? I saw this guy did that. Just a minute. Sleepy, come on, where are you? He called it. Where is this? Contract. Sorry guys, maybe not this one. Let's look at one more. Where is that? Yeah, Shartan Inu. This was launched a couple of days back and they did the same thing. Let me look at that sleepy ape later on and get back to you. I don't want to waste your time. So let's look at this one. Same steps. View contract. I think it's a good practice so that I'm showing you again and again, you know where to see, how to go, where to click. Yeah, that's good. So same step, view contract, green tick, it's verified, so we can see the code. So they have their TG as well, which is good. I'm search Control F, liquidity. There you go. Exact same code. Nothing changed. Messenger senders tax wallet, balance address, wound success, swap tokens for ETH. That's how they create a backdoor and rug. So if you see this pattern, like just search for this, maybe just search for this. Require is equal to tax wallet. Control C, control find, and if there is a match, they're gonna rock. So let's look at it again. Like I want to see the sleepy ape if I can find it. I might not give up. I don't want to give up because I saw that. So we are looking for a backdoor. View contract. Click on the contract. Go for the green tick. If it's not green tick, anyway, you're not going to buy. If there's a green tick, see the code, Control F, and that. Okay, they don't seem to have it. Maybe they have a different backdoor. Okay, I will get back. I'll get back to you on this, guys. Message sender. So this is how you can search a code. Look for if there is anything like the one I showed you. If there is anything like that, if you can find, then you know there are. I will show this to you guys later because I did see some kind of a backdoor in this. I'm not able to locate it right now, but I'll get back to you. So that's two of the ways I showed you right now. If there is a contract is not verified, don't buy. The liquidity is not locked, just don't buy. If in the past the devil has removed liquidity, don't buy. And if there is a liquidity drainer, like the code I shared with you, if there's anything like that, just don't buy.
Hey Nick, I have a question real quick.
Yeah.
So I just want to see, how can you tell when they call that function the liquidity drainer? Like, how do you spot that? Because you show us where it is, but we don't see how you know when that happens.
Okay, let's look at Bigfoot, because that was very evident. They just call lock liquidity. It looks really fake because when you see a lock liquidity, you think they are locking the liquidity, but they are just using the name of the function and they are draining it. Okay, let's see this one. But the key is to find it before they call the function, so you need to look in the contract. But since they called it here, so there you see it's lock liquidity. That's really not locking liquidity. They are just draining the ETH. Yeah, drain 6.94 ETH. Function name is lock liquidity. That's how they scam. They give a fake name and they say they are locking liquidity. Someone who doesn't know, they will think, hey, they are locking liquidity. It is safe to buy, and that's it. It's gone. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, thank you. To be honest, I learned something new today.
Cool, man.
That's great, man. Thank you.
I want to have a session where you are talking about because I know you know these things better than me. So we can have a session where you present to the community like the things you find. It will be really great.
Will do, man.
Thank you, man. All right, guys. Enough of the training. I think you learned few things today. These things, if you do sincerely, you will save yourself, and also I wish you save others from losing money. Then we already won. That's what we want to do. Yeah. Coming to the good side of things, we have the dashboard ready. As I said, our project, we have 3% ETH reflections. If you did not know, we have 3% ETH reflections to all holders, and we didn't have a easy way for you to get it, like withdraw your ETH. Now we have the dashboard. So all you need to do is go to our website, shartaninu.com, and there it says dashboard. You click on that. That's our dashboard. And we have paid so far nearly $200 to all holders. We just launched 3 days back, and you can see people are getting money. You just need to connect your wallet. Click on this. These are the options currently. We don't have Coinbase wallet. So if you have a Coinbase wallet, move your money to MetaMask or other wallet. You'll be good to go. Whichever wallet you are in, just say connect. I already tried to connect, and I do have some tokens in this. So it will, as soon as you connect, it will show how many Shartan tokens you have, how much ETH has already been paid, and how much is pending. If there is nothing pending, there is nothing to claim. It's as simple as that. If there is anything pending, if I were you, I would go and see the gas fee. If it is super low, I will withdraw it. If it is super high, I will just wait, because thing is, whatever is yours, it's always yours. No one is going to touch it. Even I cannot touch it. It is in the contract. So you don't have to worry about it. Whatever rewards you're getting, it's yours. It's in the contract. You can even claim it after 1 month. Just let it accumulate. No one is going to touch that. You can sleep safe on your bags. This is where we are building, and we are not going anywhere. We are not dragging anyone. So this is where you see your rewards. If you see you have enough of rewards, like you want to withdraw it, you're happy about the gas fee, which you can check here. Just go and click on claim rewards. It will open up. Okay, I can just show you. It will open up MetaMask. Yeah, here you go. It will open up MetaMask, and then you just say, you just approve the transaction basically. Yeah, here you go. Client pending rewards. Currently takes $4 for that. That's the gas fee. Sometimes it's even cheaper, like $2 or $1. And when you click on confirm, it will just get your reflections, your rewards to your account. It's as simple as that. So that's something. This is what we have been working on, and that's an utility for you right away. You can use, and then make sure that you disconnect. Don't let your wallet connected to any website. It's not safe. Hackers are getting really clever. So just one more tip I want to show you guys. Just if you want to disconnect your wallet, click on this and on this button, and then click on connected sites. And I have connected to shartaninu.com. Disconnect.
Hey Nick,
Yeah.
we cannot see what you're doing. I don't think we can see what you're sharing there.
I think Telegram is very limited, like how I can share my screen. Like it just only lets me share a few things, like multiple screens at a time. It doesn't let me share. Like what I will do is I will record a video maybe later on how to do that. I think for now, I think this part is very clear, right? How to connect your wallet, and then you click on claim rewards, and then you claim and disconnect your wallet.
I just want to share with the hey Nick, real quick,
Yeah.
I just want to share with the community that I know it's scary to sometimes to connect your wallet to a random website. I just want to make sure that they know that it's safe. I already tried this dashboard, and you know, and I don't think you can transfer any money from their wallet, things like that. So it's safe to connect it because you will be able to not only claim your rewards but also see how much money you have earned through the 3% reflection Ethereum that you're giving.
Exactly. Yes, we did beta test not only with the team but with holders. We contacted, like we even posted a message in Telegram, like we want beta testers. As I said, we are for the community, we are with the community, so you don't have to be worried. If there is anything going wrong, I will be the first person to scream in the Telegram, not even others. Like I'll be there saying like, this is what happened, we messed up, and this is what we're going to do. So don't have to worry about that. And thank you, Eddie, for sharing that with us. And yeah, if you don't connect and try to claim rewards, it will show a warning. Connect your wallet before claiming. So you need to connect your wallet. So first connect your wallet, whichever wallet, and then click on claim rewards. It will be working. And if you want to choose to buy more Shartan, and if you have less than max buy, that's 150 million, you just go buy Shartan. It directly opens to the Uniswap page, making things easier for you. You can directly buy the token. Right. I think today was a little bit longer session, but I really hope you got value from what I shared. And if you have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself and ask. If you have any comments you want to share, feel free to unmute yourself and speak. Let me just check the chat.
If you don't mind, let me say something, Nick. I really appreciate what you guys are doing, and I'm very proud to be also helping out in the background as a community and as a token holder. you know that I have been rugged many times, and it doesn't matter whether you are experienced, whether you know how to read the
Mm-hmm.
contract, whether I can even write, a contract, but even having all that knowledge, things can happen. You're still gonna get rugged because these
Yes.
people are getting very crafty. They're getting very
Yes.
creative in how they
Yes.
doing things. So what you're doing here is incredible. I love it. Like I say, even with my experience, I'm able to still learn new things, and the community needs to see this because these people are really taking our hard-earned money and running away with it. They can look what you just showed: 40 Ethereum in
Yeah.
24 hours, not even 24 hours. That's a lot of
Yeah.
money, and that's
Yes.
stealing in plain sight. So
Yes.
I thank you. I'm very proud to be here and to help out because I believe in this community. I believe in what you're doing and your mission, and it hit home because I've been rugged many times. So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you for saying that. And it's not just me and Golden Monkey. Like, we are working really hard in the background. I really wish the community can see what we are building and don't come in and say hype, 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 because that's how you get robbed. I really believe, I hope that you can look at things a different way and be responsible as an investor, not a gambler. And that's how we change crypto. And that's what we are going to do. So yeah, if thank you again, Eddie. If others don't have any questions, I think we will close for today. And please make sure to use the dashboard. And okay, there was a question I just saw in the chat. People are asking, like, they want to have auto reflections. Hi, he's asking, like, auto reflection is better for vulnerable class. Hopefully, it will be changed automatic in the future. I want to address that. Thing is, it's just one function call for me to change it to auto reflections. But as I explained in the first VC, the trade-off is when we are putting auto reflections, it is going to charge higher fees when you sell, because when you're selling, you're paying the gas for auto reflections. That's how the contract is built. There is no free ETH. Either you pay every time you claim, or you pay when you sell so that others get free reflections. It's fair and square. I'm not hiding anything. And people were complaining that the sell fee is high and they are not able to sell. That is the reason we turned off auto reflections. We haven't renounced the contract, so we can anytime turn on auto reflections. If the community, the majority of the community wants to have auto reflections, they are okay with paying high sell fees. So basically, someone who buys in and who doesn't want to sell, who want to stay with us and ride on this journey, create movement against rug pulls, you're not going to worry about sell tax because you're not going to sell. And then for you, the best thing would be to get auto reflections. But at this stage, we want to bring in more investors, and people don't know what we do because they're really new, right? So they see it as a regular project, and when they see high tax, they're scared because in the past they got robbed. So that is the reason we have manual reflections. That way, the tax is low. And once we have a bigger community, let's say 1,000 holders, we can have a VC and we can even have a poll to see what the community thinks. And if majority says we want to go for auto reflections, we are not worried about high sell fees, I'm more than happy to turn on auto reflections. So that's how things are. I hope I made myself clear. And if someone else asks in the community why we don't have auto reflections, don't wait for the team. Go ahead and explain in your own words. All right, guys, that's all for today. We had a little bit longer session. I tried to keep it under 30 minutes, but I really hope you learned something new. And I really wish that you can use this information, bring in your friends, share with them what you learned here. And let's go, let's keep going. And I'm pretty much confident that we can make a big impact on crypto. Maybe not overnight, but gradually. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate each one of you for your time. See you. Yeah.
Alright, bro. Thank you. Nice job. Okay.
Sorry, right. Can you unmute yourself? I couldn't hear you.
Oh, I wasn't saying that much. I said nice job. You're doing good.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Alright, bro.
All right, guys. Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. Then, if we don't have anything more for today, Let's close the session and see you again in our next battle training. Bring your friends. If you feel this is valuable, bring your friends. Go on, talk about us wherever you can. Thank you so much.
All right, guys.